So I just wanted to hop on here and say, maybe you should kill yourself. Maybe suicide is the only option. And your friends will tell you, your family will tell you, your therapist will tell you, no, don't kill yourself. You have so much to live for. But who the fuck do they know? They'll tell you, yeah, you gotta put up with it, for us. Who the fuck is someone else to tell you, yeah, you need to struggle, you need to go through this pain, for me, put up with it for me. You have so much to live for. They don't know your pain, they don't know your struggle. Maybe they do know your pain, who knows. But who are they to tell you what to do with your life? If you want to end it, end it. But what you should consider is, do I really want to die? Do I want to be dead? Or is life just hard right now? You see, death only seems easy because life is hard. Death only seems like a solution because life is a problem. You don't know what death is, bro. You don't know if that's what you want. You just know your life is hard. And that's okay. Life is hard. But as someone who's experienced the thoughts, the pains, the struggles, it gets easier. And when you've gone through this kind of struggle, when you've gone through this kind of pain, you develop a strength, you develop a mental fortitude that someone who hasn't would never be able to replicate. You develop a sort of clarity for, if I can handle that pain, I can handle anything. If I went through that, I can go through anything. You develop a clairvoyance. And as I look back on that phase in my life, I just think, holy shit, I was fucking cringe. Holy shit, I was fucking weak. And you just kind of have this disconnect, this feeling of like, bro, what was I thinking? What the fuck? And the best part about struggle is it makes life easy. Don't look at it like, oh, this sucks. Look at it like, whoa, I'm getting strong. Because life is hard right now. Maybe life feels hard. Maybe life feels hopeless, purposelessness. Oh, that was not the right word. But maybe it just feels that way because that's how it is. Maybe your life feels like it has no purpose. Maybe your life feels difficult because it has no purpose. It is difficult. But bro, that's only temporary. Your life has no purpose because you've given it no purpose. You're not this weak person. You're not this helpless person. Well, you are. Because you're choosing to be. See, maybe you feel fat. You feel like a loser. You feel like you have no friends. You feel this way because you are fat. You are a loser, and you do have no friends. And whose fault is that? Is it society? Is it that they are bad people? Is it the Jews? Who knows? Who knows? But when you blame it on an outside source, when you blame it on somebody else, all you've really done is given away your own power. When you really look within and you start to realize, holy shit, I'm fat because I eat too much food. Holy shit, I'm a loser because I'm a weirdo. Holy shit, I have no friends because I'm not the type of person people want to be friends with. And the great thing that happens when you come to these realizations, because they are true, you are fat because you're a fucking fat ass. And you realize this, it sucks. It really does suck realizing that is my fault. But it gives you the power to change them. When you realize you're fat because you eat too much, when you realize you're fat because you don't go outside, it gives you the ability to stop eating so much. Put down the fork, bro. Put the fork down. Every time you go to pick up that fork, shove some bullshit in your mouth, just put it down. Put it down. It gives you the ability to stop doing these things. It gives you the ability to stop being a loser. And it seems hard. It seems out of reach. But it's not hard. It's just time consuming. It takes days, weeks, months, years for some. And you're not any worse for how long it takes you. You're just you. And that's just what you need. But to avoid talking in circles, to conclude my point, maybe you should just kill yourself. Maybe you should just commit suicide. Maybe that's the only way out for you. Who am I to tell you? I'm just a guy. But just remember, life is good. And death only seems easy because life is hard right now. But it does get easier. I promise you that. You reach a point in life where it actually becomes quite bearable. Becomes quite easy. Becomes quite simple. And even, perhaps, becomes quite pleasant. Becomes quite nice. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just sucks forever. But in death, you'll never get to know which one it is. You'll never get to know, shit, does it become easier? Because you rob yourself of that possibility. You rob yourself of the joy of finding out. But who knows? Maybe that's just what you need. Maybe you're different. Maybe you're the only person in the entire world who feels your pain. Maybe in all of human history, you suffer the most. Maybe out of the billions of people in this world, you're the one going through the most pain. Maybe you're the only one whose pain is truly unsolvable. Maybe you are. Or maybe you're just arrogant. Maybe you're just a narcissist. Maybe you believe your pain, your suffering, is greater than everyone else's. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I to tell you? I'm just a guy. But yes, to conclude, maybe you should. Maybe you shouldn't. But if you made it this far, I feel like you like me a little bit. feel like you like what I've had to say. Maybe not. Maybe you hate me. But if you made it this far, do this for me. Give yourself 1 week. 1 week. And just try. Put down that fork, you fat ass. Just kidding. Go outside. Hit the gym. Go on a walk. Talk to someone. Message your mum. Say, Mum, I love you. Say, my dear friend, how are you doing? Now, a lot of you will get into this narcissistic point of view of, why doesn't anyone else? Why does no one reach out to me? Why does no one check in if I'm okay? When have you ever checked in on any of your friends to see if they are doing okay? For some of you, maybe you have. Maybe they don't check in back. Maybe they're just not your friend. But for most of you, I guarantee, you have never checked. You have never asked, Mum, how are you doing? Dad, how are you? My friend, are you doing okay? Are you okay mentally? I think you'll find in asking this question brings a warmth, brings a love to your heart that you're not used to. For to give is to receive. But I'll leave it there. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it's hard, but it gets easier.